Hey y'all, it's Ryukin here, and welcome to the new Immerse series from my previous blog. Well, guess what? So in the previous blog, I have made a video about my drawing art style. And well, guess what? That video, it was a really long video about me explaining of how to draw this art style. But until I realized that the video got really low amount of views, and of course, I didn't know what to do it, but well, just going to leave it alone. And because, guess what? I just got a second thought that I'm gonna be breaking down that video into segments of episodes, like what you see here. And alright, so even though this video right here is going to be the one of the segments that I'm gonna be talking about, and well, this is actually how makes this new series right here possible. Well, of course, I'm not going to spoil anything, so you can go to look at the spoil in the title of the video or the description. So maybe the playlist is there, or maybe I'll just slap a review playlist on there. So, but I don't know actually how I put the playlist on there, or maybe it will come merged as a video card inside this video anyways, if I was too lazy to put that in the description. So it really depends on myself again in the post-production. So, and alright, so I think this is going to be off the sea right now. So in this first lesson here, I'm going to be talking about what really is a geometry art style, which is been like a really important part of my art style since I started drawing pictures back in 2018 or when I was a little kid. And well, if I can't get into some details, I will probably just going to cut that off, and I'm going to make it for you guys to understand better. And as well as of the pre-production process of how I make these pictures and how I draw these pictures by myself. So nobody teach me how to do it, it's all by myself. So, and as well as my pre-production process and all of that stuff of how to start drawing pictures with this, and I'm gonna be talking about of how I got in with this art style better over time. And alright, so without any hesitate, let's get into the first lesson of this new Immerse series, like, shall we? And so, what is really a geometrical art style here? So, let me explain. And of course, before we get to anything right here, so I'm gonna say for this part right here, there was no ChatGPT was used during this process. This is really through my understanding and also my intelligence brain that I have. No AI was intended or used during this process. So, and alright, so I think this is going to be off the sea for 40 seconds now. So, let's get to the point. A geometrical art style here is a type of an art style that it uses a different combinations or same combination of the geometrical shapes. It has many combinations that you can choose from. Like for example, if you want to use a circle, a triangle, a square, or even something else. And that is to create a character or something else that you want to draw on. Like for example this. A circle, and there's an oval in the center. You know what I mean. And this art style here is often used in some of the animals or something in shape and form that it has a geometrical like feature to it. But even though it can be limited to animals, but well, of course, it can be used in some of the things in real life that it has a geometrical like feature to it. Like for example, a smartphone, which it has a rectangular shape to it, or even some of them like a coin, which it has a circular look to it, or even my camcorder I'm using right now, which it has a shape of a cylinder and there's something like on the side. So I mean a screen actually. And well, so for this art right here, it uses many different combinations of the geometrical shapes all together. It could be the different one or same one, or the type, or whatever it is. And speaking of my art style right here, so my art style here, but even though the modern ones, they aren't look like a geometrical shape anymore, but back then in 2018, they were used to look like that. And And well, so in conclusion here, let's get to a conclusion with no hesitate. So in conclusion here, a geometrical art style here is a type of an art style that is used in the combination of the different geometric shapes or same geometric shapes together, and that is to create a non-abstract art or an abstract art. So it depends on what the world was actually working on or something else that you want to draw on. And alright, so I think this is going to be basically it for throw my knowledge onto you part. And of course, well, you know what the geometry art style is, and well, of course, but even though if I was missed anything during this, so I'm going to apologize for that. And also you can tell me in the comments down below if I missed anything during the part. So, and if you like the part, so you can go rewind back to the previous part if you want to. And because this part right here, I'm gonna be talking about my personal experience that I have with this art style and what it caused me to develop even more advancement into this art style. And so let's go. Alright, so my art style right here, just like I said, they were used to look like that. But back then, there was not much of the posters at the time. They only got like a standing poster and the bursts of the characters out of it. But even though these photos right here were like from 2018 to 2020, and all of the characters right here, they don't even have a neck part, because back then, I don't know, my art style right here can actually add necks. So, but well, of course, the X wasn't added until in 2022, where I started to add necks onto my characters. It's not just my character anymore, but it's in all my characters. Well, of course, why do I add necks to my art style here in 2022? It's because, well, I just want to make a logic more make sense. So in my art style here. So, and in 2022, I started to add necks, and of course, there were actually that from there. So, and back then I still use an old design style, which is a style of old champion had back at that time. And of course, my character design wasn't changed much. So, but even though I started to have like a black t-shirt inside of a brown jacket, and well, my art style here was still the same until like in 2023, I started to make a big change. But even though this big change right here, they don't even look like a big change that much, because the big change is the only that time where I have the black champion hat onto my character, and then I changed with the t-shirt, which the t-shirt right here, it used to be a black one, but right now the current design that I'm using right now is the one that it is upgraded from the 2022 one, which is the one that is wearing a #1 t-shirt, which is like a hashtag and there's #1 on a t-shirt or something like that. So, and if you didn't know what it looks like, so, and here's the example right here. So this is actually the design that is still haven't changed, like, and until in probably around November or in October, at a time when I got a new pair of shoes, which, but from what it was here, the shoes were used to look like student shoes that I was wearing at the time. And then when I bought my new shoes, which it actually changed the look of the shoes on my character too. Which, well, of course, I started to use from my surroundings that I was wearing at the time. So, and that's why right here, it looks like some kind of a semi-final look to it though, but even though there's still be a lot of change that I can apply onto it. But even though, if there's actually anything changed in my character, so it really depends on the future again of this character here. So the future of this character is still uncertain. But unless, if I want to turn this into something else, like I want to turn him into a goldfish, or I want to turn him into a car. So, but it really depends on myself again, if I want to have my character in a different universes. And this art style right here, I'm gonna say right here, is been my only art style that I was working on since 2018. And of course, it got a lot better and it got advanced over time. So, and there is the only reason why I advanced this art style here over time, and by the over time, it's got better and better and better. So there's only one reason here. So, and that's because I'm going to give credit to music. Well, and why do I bring a music here into this topic? Well, a music right here, it actually helps me a lot when I draw these pictures right here. And well, of course, the music right here, it is the only way that I can boost my imagination and boost my dopamine in my brain. which it actually makes a create of a happiness in my brain, and of course it actually makes me want to focus more on work even more and completely ignore all of the surroundings. And well, of course, especially most of the time when I listen to music, I put the same music on a loop, which is my true story that I've been doing for so long now. And even if it's my favorite music or favorite song or favorite album, I only had to put that one music on a loop, and then it's actually to create a dopamine inside of my head, and that is actually how I create these artworks right here, pretty advanced over time. And of course, it's not just from artworks anymore, but it's also from the other factors. Like I look at a reference and then I was listening to music on a loop, which, well, I just don't want to waste my time playing video games or playing nonsense stuff that other kids do. So well, of course, this is the one of the hobbies that the most of the time I really want to if I don't have a laptop near me or I don't use a laptop. So, and again, it really depends on what I was doing again. So, but the most of the time right here, I like to draw myself here in different looks. So as you can see here, here's the one looks right here that, well, of course, this is basically me in a bodysuit, which, but I'm gonna say right here, there's many of the persons who I know said that this art style right here, it looks really cute. And of course, it's actually what it is. It looks cute. And oh, I forgot to talk about one thing. There was like some experiment art styles that I used to do back then. It was like I wanted to try to turn myself to a country ball or a country human. And actually, I'm gonna say nobody likes it because I think it's actually not going to match my art style here. That is like a cubic zoom art. And despite I listened to a lot of music during the process of making my artwork, and well, so what about y'all? So I think y'all might have a question in mind. So how the real music will boost a dopamine in your brain? Well, it's actually because I listen to that only one music non-stop. So I put it on a loop, and that is actually how I create artworks. Like I copy the artworks onto the paper or onto something else, and then this it is actually how I draw these drawings right here, and it's got better over time, just like what I said. And well, so what about where you can start from here? So, well, of course, I would recommend you all to set up something else first before we get into anything more. And first of all, right here, to start the imagination part right here, you have to find a place in a comfortable way. So for you to draw, and well, it could be in your room, it could be in your place that the rain wouldn't actually throw on you. And well, of course, if the train would throw on you, it actually makes the paper dirty and it wet, but that's not a good idea for the artist most of the time. So, and well, so you have to find the comfortable place for you to draw in. It could be in your room, it could be in a classroom, or it could be in every single place in this world that it wouldn't disturb you while drawing. And if you also find a place to give you comfortable to draw or to do something else, and well, pick up your phone. So pick up your phone and then try to search for some music that you would like to listen to. Like for example, for me right here, I want to listen to a Boogie Woogie Dancing Shoes, which, well, I didn't listen to that music that much because, you know, that one, it was like, it become a brain rot stop in my brain right now. So, but I just don't want to listen to that much. So I only choose high quality music or some of the favorite music that I really want to listen to. So I will, and once you select that music, you can put the music on a loop, or if you want to listen to the entire album, you can loop the entire album here if you want to. So again, it really depends on what the person you can use to. But well, of course, I just can't judge or decide for you all because, you know, it really depends on you. So, and it just couldn't be a music, but for example, if you want to listen to a podcast, your favorite YouTuber or your favorite someone, you can also do it, or you can put that on a loop if you want to. This is same goes for the music, but of course, it actually creates a lot of dopamine in your brain, and that is to boost the imagination and to boost the possibilities for your drawing. Technically right here, it really it really works over time. And well, of course, probably due to my influences that I found on the internet, and of course I look into the reference to the real life things, and of course from the internet too. Well, it's actually the only factor why I better in this art style here over time. The last step here is just to leave the music alone and then let it play on its own. If you put it on a loop, it would be great. And yep, you can start to drawing. So you have a music on a loop, or album on a loop, a podcast on a loop, a someone on a loop, your favorite YouTuber on the loop. Well, yep, that's why I'm actually going to recommend y'all to do this, like what I'm doing. So, and well, so after you have started drawing, so you can actually put your favorite music on a loop or ever something else, so on a loop. And well, so, and after you're done drawing, so you can leave out of your comfortable place, or if you want to draw another drawing, you can do the same process as what I'm doing. So, and everything right here is actually going to be listed in this part of the video anyways. And for all about the other stuff right here that I'm going to talk about, which I'm going to talk about that in the next episode of this series. And well, so in my conclusion here, this technique right here, it works from time to time, which, well, of course, by the over time, this art style right here would get better and better because of the music that I've listened to, and even sometimes my favorite YouTubers, or even your favorite someone that I have listened to, you can also draw one picture that you can ever think of to. So, and well, this has been the process of making these drawings like for so long now, since I started drawing this art style here. And for about any further information about this art style right here will be in the next episode. So in the next episode right here, I'm going to talk about the basics of this art style here. So what it actually requires you is not that much. So I'm gonna say right here, it's not that much. So it's really easy to draw for even a small kid or beginners like you. You can draw this art style here. So I want to share of how to draw this art style here for y'all. So, and well, I'm gonna say right here, it's not that much for this art style here. So you have to start from something else that you want to. And so, I think this is going to be basically for this video now. And well, of course, if you do like this video right here, so please leave me a like, comment แล้วก็ที่สำคัญมากเลยนะครับนั่นก็คือการกดปุ่ม subscribe สีแดงให้ผมด้วยแล้วก็จะเป็นกำลังใจให้กับผมในการทำคลิปต่อๆไปด้วยนะครับแล้วก็ที่สำคัญ Bofis. And I will see y'all there in the next video, where I'm going to make more awesome quality content like this. And well, of course. Alright, so I think this is going to be basically it for this video now. And well, so I think this is going to be basically it now, because right now it's been 25 minutes of recording time. And well, เดี๋ยวเจอกันใหม่ในเอพิโซดหน้าของซีรีส์นี้หรือว่าจะเป็นคลิปอะไรนั้นเราไม่รู้เพราะฉะนั้นขอบคุณท่านผู้ชมนะครับที่มาติดตามรับฟังของเรามากนะครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยวเจอกันใหม่ในเอพิโซดหน้าหรือในคลิปหน้า Hey, you know what? So this I just eat the mic for no reason.